but she said, trust me, these are the stories we will tell. As I stood frozen, infinite, I almost fell, but I got a feeling and my heart starts beating, a sudden rush of feeling alive. This is freedom and I won't change, I won't phase out. I know.
One and all, and welcome to day 3 of spring training for season 8. And we're jumping right into the action with the wrong fielders and the Stingers. Strong noodle arm on the mound for the Stingers. Already at a 1-2 count to Sophia Saturn. And she takes strike 3 looking, and Noodle Arm starts off the game with a strikeout. That brings up Andrea Dartboard. She hacks off the first pitch. Grounded to third, Zarbi is up with it. Throw will be in time for out number 2. And that will bring up the left fielder, Gramps Elderberry. Elderberry brought over to this organization in a mid-season trade with the Serpents last season. They sent over some prospects, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Strong Noodle Arm. Finished my thought earlier, that was a trade that involved Hank Murphy going to the Serpents. But here we go to the bottom of the first now. We've got Chris P. Bacon up on the mound and Leela Blerns taking the start for the wrong fielders. Learned to pitch in the offseason, got that forkball in her arsenal now. That one's fouled back. 2-2 the count to Chris P. Bacon. Swing and a miss! And Blerns starts off her game with a strikeout as well. That brings up Heidi Bear. Season 7 acquisition for the Stingers. She swings at the first pitch, grounds it to Roundabout at second, and she gets to layers at first in time for round number 2. And here's Penelope Garcia, one of a handful of Stingers here in spring training that we saw in some way, shape, or form back in season 7. Garcia split time with Naval Perez behind the plate. She hits this one up the middle, and that's down, and we have the first hit of the game. Penelope Garcia with a 2-out single. Garcia hoping to put up a little bit better of a season than she did last year. 1 for 11 in her limited outings. And here's Manuel De Los Santos. Runner's going. The throw is in the dirt, not going to be in time. And a runner in scoring position now for De Los Santos. But he falls behind 0-2, and that activates Whiffer. The payoff pitch for Blerns fouled back. Santos stays alive. That one runs inside. It's a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss! Blerns gets out of the early jam and puts us here on the scoreboard, and we'll go to the top of the second. Ines Carp, Pedro Cruz, and Shelby Roundabout due up for the wrong fielders. Ines Carp at catcher tonight, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. Carp is a season 8 draft pick. And she will strike out looking. Taken at the 43rd pick was Carp. And here's Pedro Cruz. Cruz spent last season in the minors. He was a season 7 draft pick. He grounds this one to second. Lauren Jess there. And he gets the out in time for number 2. And here is Shelby Roundabout. Starting to get a look at some of these players that the wrong fielders have been developing over the past couple of seasons. But this one's popped up behind home plate. Should be an easy play for Garcia, and she'll make the catch for round number 3. Yes, we need extra base hits for the stats as well, Isaac. Here we are, bottom of the second. James Sly will come in. He was acquired during the offseason from the Wildcats. Stingers got him and a pick in the S9 draft in exchange for Jackson Moore the 4th. He falls behind 0-2. 1-2 the count. Lays off the curveball. Fouls that one back. Remains a 2-2 count. Runs this one to third. Diving stop, Saturn. Does she have the arm to get it in time? She does. A nice play by Saturn. One away. Yeah, the easiest way is to just put it on 2x speed and just kind of like skim through them, like arrow through them, and just keep track of like base runners and stuff. You just kind of will get a feel for it. That will be a walk drawn by Matthew Kennedy, and here comes Zarbi. Just the second base runner so far for the Stingers. Zarbi, first pitch swinging, grounds that to dartboard, gets it to round him out, and gets it to Lasers. The 6-4-3 Dragon special ends the second, and will go to the top of the third. Solomon El Gato, another S8 pick of the wrong fielders. He was taken 25th overall. The first pick in the second round. Swings and misses there. A 1-2 count to El Gato. And strike 3 call, top of the zone. Noodle Arm rings up another. And that will bring up Boomer Lasers. Noodle Arm locked in. 3 strikeouts through 2 1/3. Full count now to Boomer Lasers. Lasers down the third base line. That will stay fair, and the wrong fielders are aboard. A 1-out single for Lasers brings up Dukes Johnson. Noodle Arm still locked in after giving up the first base runner of the evening. Swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes for Noodle Arm. That's up to 4 Ks. Back to the top of the order. Here's Sophia Saturn. First pitch swinging, she fouls that one off. 1-1 now. Lays off the next pitch. Fouls that one back. 1-2 now. Whiffer activated for Saturn. Wonder what the wrong fielders might have in store. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Noodle Arm. And we'll head to the bottom of the third. Still nothing doing offensively so far. For both teams, we'll have 8-9-1 due up for the Stingers. But I was going to say, it'll be interesting to see what the wrong fielders might do with some of their S8 points. See if they remove some of these negative traits. Seen a couple people with whiffers so far. Pendragon into left. This one's hanging up there. Elderberry has enough room to make the catch in foul territory for out number 1. Inside. 1-1 the count to Jason Largess. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Largess. Well, he strikes out anyway. Another strikeout for Blern. She's got to be up there in the case. Her third on the evening. Make that 4, and that will do it for the third inning. Still nothing doing. We're in a bit of a pitcher's duel here in Red Rock for game number 1. La Jeunesse. Okay. I will write that down. La Yes. Quickly 0-2 for Gramps Elderberry. Strike three, swinging a miss. Another strikeout for Noodle Arm. He is racking them up tonight. 6 strikeouts on the evening. 6 strikeouts through 11 outs. Only allowing 1 runner direction. That's another strikeout high in the zone. The batter can't believe it, but we're going to the bottom of the 4th. Noodle Arm is absolutely on one tonight, but Blerns isn't too far behind him with 4 strikeouts of her own and only allowing 1 other base runner. Facing off against Heidi Bear, she puts a charge into this one. Right center field, going towards the Grand Canyon. Elgato with a belly slide catch! What a play! Solomon Elgato with the play of the season so far in day 3 of spring training. Somebody get a clip of that one. Holy cow. But Garcia with her second hit of the ball game up the middle. She's got herself another single. She has both of the Stingers hit so far today. A good sign for Squared and the Stingers as she hopes to turn around that season 7 campaign. Oh, but she's gonna get caught in a rundown. A good pickoff move there by Blerns. And that's out number 2. Popped up behind home plate. Should be an easy play for Carp, and he'll make the catch round number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 5th. Still nothing but zeros on the board. It's Cruz, Roundabout, and Elgato due up for the wrong fielders. Seven Ks for Noodle Arm, locked in, probably on the verge of on fire with an 0-2 count here to Pedro Cruz, but he's got tough out. Let's see if he can battle back here. Pops this one up into left field, should be playable for Pendragon. She's under and will make the catch round number 1. That brings up Shelby Roundamount. Swing and a miss there, 0-1. That one just a bit wide, as is that one. 2-1 the count. That one misses. It's a 3-1 count now to round him out. She fouls that one off, and it'd be a full count now. Swing and a miss! Strikeout number 8 for Noodle Arm. How is this man not on fire yet? 8 Ks and 14 outs. Only allowing 1 batter to reach. Ground to the third, Zarbi scoops it up and gets it to Sly in time for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Stingers looking to take the lead here. Sly, Kennedy, and Zarbi due up. Learns the right-handed specialist. Negates a bit of Sly here. It's a bit of a give and take as Sly has contact versus right-handed pitchers. So he about ends up being a wash in contact. A soft fly ball just into the shade of the outfield grass in right. He'll be roundabout taking that for round number 1, which brings up Matthew Kennedy. Matthew Kennedy, probably the MVP of the Stingers last season. 20 for 59 in the regular season, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs, 10 walks to 6 strikeouts, hitting .339 on the season. A grounded to short though here. Dartboard scoops it up. Throw in time for round number 2. And here is Zarbi, the other remnant of the starting lineup for the Stingers last season. 12 for 59 he went. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs himself. 5 walks to 4 strikeouts, hitting .203 on the season. So Stingers organization hoping that he can bounce back after a rough, I believe, rookie year. And he hits this one up the middle. Round him out with the suck glove and gets it to first. A 1-2-3 inning. Round him out with a great play there to send us to the top of the 6th. Still at zeros. First pitch swing grounded to B. And he makes quick work of that. That's a mojo up for Noodle Arm. He is now going to be on fire. 5 1/3, 1 hit, 8 Ks. An absolutely legendary performance here for Noodle Arm. And 0-2 the count to Dukes Johnson. And he flares this one into left. That's going to be a bomber special that gets down in front of Yumeko. And that'll be a 1-out single for the wrong fielders. Easy come, easy go for Noodle Arm. He'll be back down to locked in, facing the top of the order for the third time. A tense Sophia Saturn. Runner is going. Hit and run was on. She fouls that one off, though. Whiffer activated for Saturn. And strike 3 called! Another outside pitch. Very wide in the zone, but called a strike 3, and that's 9 Ks for Noodle Arm. There might be a bit of home cooking on this zone, but don't take anything away from Noodle Arm. Racking up 9. And with a 1-2 count here against Dartboard. So, not even gonna swing, bat on the shoulder, and it's double-digit Ks for Noodle Arm. Saturn has gone down looking all 3 times. Well, congratulations, that is a sombrero. Whose offense is going to wake up and strike first? It's a 1-2 count now to Pendragon. She grounds this one off the glove of Saturn. She can't get the throw off in time, and the leadoff runner is aboard. Saturn had to really reach out for that one, was able to prevent it from rolling into the outfield, but couldn't get the throw off in time. And Pendragon is aboard. That brings up Jason LaJeunesse. Fouls that one back, 1-2 the count. Popped up into left. Easy play for Elderberry as he's under it. So RBI, the one unfortunate thing with how the game is played is that we can't affect the game once we submit rosters. So like we can submit the starting lineup and where they're playing and who's on the bench, but for both teams and who the starting pitcher is. But once the game is in its mode, like in its as it's going, we can't affect it. Like we can't specifically tell, oh, player X come in for player Y, pitcher X come in for pitcher Y. It's all up to the CPU. It's all up to the AI after that, which can sometimes be a bit unfortunate. The AI sometimes doesn't make the greatest of moves. A base hit there for Crispy Bacon, puts 2 aboard. The pressure mounting now. Blurns still locked in, though. Getting up a couple hits. It's a slow roller back to the mound. Blurns goes to second for 1. Back to first. A Dragon special! Holy cow! A 1-3. Oh, no, that's right. A 1-4-3 Dragon special gets him out of the inning. Holy cow! Blurns with the guts to go to second. This one's going to get down, and the wrong fielders have the leadoff runner aboard. Wrong fielders flashing the leather here defensively in this game. We had the amazing play by Elgato, and Blurns with a great double play turn to get him out of the jam, keeping us scoreless as we go to the 7th. Noodle Arm still on the mound here, starting his 7th inning of work. 3 hits, 10 strikeouts. But behind 3-0 to Enos Carp. And that is low, ball 4. And my, how the turntables. It's now the wrong fielders with 2 aboard. And here is Pedro Cruz. High pitch activated here. And he absolutely destroys this one. Goodbye, baseball. Pedro Cruz with an absolute monster blast into right field, 476 feet, and the wrong fielders strike first here, 3-0. Absolutely murdered. Not a doubt in the world about that one. This one's a line shot into right, but Kennedy makes the catch at the ankles for round number 1. Which brings up Solomon Elgato. Did the home run music play? I hit the... I think I hit the right keys for it, but I couldn't remember. Okay, cool. 2-2 count here to Elgato. He flares this one down the right field line, but it's going to be foul. Remains a 2-2 count. And this one's into left. Carrying back goes Pendragon. She's at the wall and makes the catch at the wall for round number 2. First pitch swinging for Boomer Lasers. He's fouls out one of the stands. This one into left, but Pendragon making a good read on it. Makes the catch for round number 3 and sends us to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch. Pedro Cruz putting the wrong fielders on the board with an absolute monstrous 3-run blast. Thank you all for tuning in to day 3 of spring training. If you're new here, be sure to join our Discord, as Season 8 will officially start next Monday at 5 o'clock Central with Jay Watt on the call. Nabil Perez will come in to pinch hit in favor of De Los Santos. This one is foul. Runner aboard in Garcia. 3 hits for her today. She's having herself a great day. This one's fouled back. A 1-2 count here. Blerns coming. Let's see if she can come out of the other side of the 7th inning cleaner than Noodle Arm. This one's down the third base line. It stays fair. Runner thought about going to third, but ends up retreating. But 2 runners aboard now for the Stingers, and here is James Sly. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Can the Stingers tie things up right back? 1-1 count to Sly. Fouled back 1-2 now. Blerns still locked in, but swing and a miss. Sly gets rung up there. The 5th K of the evening for Blerns. A big first out there, but here's the big bat of Matthew Kennedy. Forkball in the dirt. Fastball in there for a strike. Curveball just misses. 2-1 the count. This one's up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner's headed for third. Going around third, head from home. The throw from Cruz is going to be not in time. And the Stingers are on the board. RBI single for Kennedy. And this one's to Lasers. Lasers go to roundabout. Roundabout back to first with Blerns for the Dragons special. A 3-4-1 Dragon special sends us to the 8th. The Stingers get a run back. It's a 2-run deficit as we head to the top of the 8th with the wrong fielders leading 3-1 here. Noodle Arm still on the mound. Just 4 hits given up. Just one of them left the stratosphere. This is grounded to first. Sly ranges over. Flips it to Noodle Arm, who covers in time for round number 1. Sophia Saturn up for her 4th trip. Can she avoid the golden sombrero? She's got 3 Ks on the evening. It won't be a base hit, but it's not a strikeout as she grounds out second to first for round number 2. And that will bring up Andrea Dartboard. Dartboard fouls this one off. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Noodle Arm. His 11th. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Still a 2-run deficit for the Stingers. They've got 8, 9, and 1 due up here. Can they start a rally here against Leela Blerns, about to throw her 100th pitch of the evening? See how much longer she's got left. She has an 0-2 count to Pendragon. Slow strike 3 call to the bottom of the zone. Froze her with the off speed, and Blerns has got her 6th. And that will be it for Blerns. In comes Cam Iconic to try and get the final 5 outs in this one. And Iconic is ahead of Logic Junez, but he puts this one into right. A short porch in right field, and it's gone! El Gato doesn't even jump for it, and Logic Junez makes it a one-run game. The short porch in right welcomed that ball, and it's 3-2. Here's Chris P. Bacon, 1 for 3 on the day. Grounds this one to Roundabout. Easy play for her, 2 away. Heidi Bear, 0 for 3. Slow roller to third. Saturn's up with it. The throw is in time for out number 3. Mojo down for Bear. But the Stingers inch 1 run close, make it a 3-2 ball game as we go to the top of the 9th inning. 3-4-5 do up for the wrong fielders, and that will do it for Noodle Strong Arm. In comes Dixie Norms. An 11 strikeout day for Noodle Arm, but the one mistake proving costly here, as it is the difference in the ball game. A quick first out. That brings up Enos Carp. 0 for 2 with a walk so far. 1-1 the count. This is swung on into center field. Tracking back is Bacon. He's at the track and will make the catch for round number 2. And here is Pedro Cruz. Hit that 476-foot home run into right center. Switch Enos to a boy. They're supposed to be boy. I think that can be arranged. And Cruz will take a walk to bring up Shelby Roundabout. Fouls off the first pitch. Curveball misses low. That one's outside. 2-1 the count to Roundabout. Fouls that one back. 2-2 now. Runners going swing and a miss. Dixie Norm strikes her out to send us to the bottom of the 9th. 1 to tie, 2 to win, 3-4-5 do up for the Stingers. Penelope Garcia with a great night so far, 3 for 3. All have been singles so far. Can she get one off of Iconic? The first time she's faced Iconic, all 3 of those hits came off of Blurns, the starter for the wrong fielders. That one almost hits her. 2-2 the count. This one is grounded through the left side of the infield. 4 for 4 for Penelope Garcia. An excellent outing for her. Definitely shows good signs for the future this season. May win the starting job at catcher. But here's the competition. Naval Perez coming in as the designated hitter in for Los Santos. Ooh, ugly swing there. 2-1 the count. Runners going. This didn't pay off well last time, and it pays off this time. Garcia is able to slide under the tag, and the tying run is in scoring position, but excuse me. Nabil Perez gets rung up there, 1 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Here's James Sly, his first chance not being negated by the specialist Blurns. Swing and a miss there, dropped third strike. Ugly swing by Sly there in time at first for out number 2, and it's all up to Matthew Kennedy. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. Lays off that one tall, 1-1. Oh, that was a pitch to swing on. That was a middle of the zone pitch. Fouls back the curveball, still 1-2. Back to the mound. Oh, but off the glove of Iconic. And the throw from Dartboard isn't there in time, and the game continues. Iconic couldn't field it cleanly, and we go on. Runners at the corners, 2 outs now for Zarbi. He's 0 for 3 intense. Runners going the throw from behind the plate, not in time, and 2 runners now in scoring position. A base hit may win the game for the Stingers. Swing and a miss there, 2-1 the count. That one's outside, 3-1. A ground to the third. Saturn up with it. The throw in time. The wrong fielders survive the 9th inning scare and defeat the Stingers 3-2. There are the scores. What a way to start off day number 3. A 3-2 victory for the wrong fielders. Got out hit 10-4, but the 3-run home run by Pedro Cruz. It's from Cruz, Lasers, Johnson, and Elderberry, and only 2 walks given up. The hit, Elderberry got on, Carp walked, and then Cruz ended the game. Decent day for Penelope Garcia, 4 for 4. Pair of hits for Matthew Kennedy, 2 for 3. Hit sprint around, a home run for Lajeunesse. 8 strikeouts for the Stingers offensively compared to 12 for the wrong fielders, 3 of those from Saturn. Blerns gets the win, 1 earned through 7 1/3, 6 strikeouts. Iconic gets the save, 2 strikeouts through 1 2/3, 1 earned run. Noodle Arm gets a very hard luck loss. 11 strikeouts through 8, 3 earned runs off that solo shot. Dixie Norms with a fairly clean sheet in relief. Pedro Cruz, undoubtedly your MVP, followed by Blerns and Noodle Arm. That is as straightforward as you're going to get. But don't go anywhere. Game number 2, Cyclones and the Retrievers, coming up right after this.
Close your eyes, seek paradise. Won't change your mind, can't shake the lights. I'll take the chance and roll the dice. I want it all, just for the night. I live it out like I'll never die. I lose my head in the starry skies. Can't chain you down, I feel so alive. Back down, only one way out. I let you run my life. Now you won't get me down. Untamed, guess I lost my mind. You turn me inside out. No one can stop me now. So turn up the light. Turn up the light. This is what I waited for. 'Cause the clock keeps ticking, hard for me to keep up. I can't take it no more. 'Cause the time keeps turning, feels just like it speeds up. It's what I waited for. Close your eyes, seek paradise.
All right, here we go for game number 2. Retrievers and the Storm representing the Cyclones. They're the minor league affiliate. We're going to get our first look at the Retrievers. some of their draft picks after a busy S7 draft that spent the season in the minors. Jeff Hainer on the mound for the Retrievers. Hans fouled back, 2-2 the count. This one's into center. McHenry chasing after it and makes the catch for number 1.
The first baseman, number 17.
This one, oh, under the glove of Hainer. He couldn't quite scoop it. And that'll be a 1-out single. That brings up Roof Shingles. And that's a strikeout for Hainer, his first. See if we can beat 11 strikeouts tonight. I don't know if we will be able to, but no harm in trying. Round to the third, but it's going to stay foul. Jack Manta. Another chopper. This one stays fair. Honey Bear is up with it and in time at first for round number 3. And the side is retired. To the top of the first we go. Harold McHenry, Sammy Ferrari, and Trace McSorley due up. Tony Arnello on the mound. That one's fouled off. 2-1 the count to Harold McHenry. Popped up, floating into right field. Among Us is there, and he'll make the catch.
The shortstop, number 55.
Round to the third, Roof Shingles is there, and that's an easy play for round number 2. And here's Trace McSorley. Was a part of a trade that he came over from. Oh, Roof Shingles with a diving snag to send us to the top of the second. That brings up Chungus Among Us to lead things off. Hainer a strikeout in a hit through 1 so far. It's there, 0-2 the count to Among Us. And strike 3, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Hainer. Broke her bat swing of that one. McSorley scoops it up. Gets it to Slowitz in time for round number 2. Here's Schnitzel Hope. Fouls that one back. That one's in there, 1-2. And strike 3 called, bottom of the zone. Hainer walks off with his 3rd K, and we'll head to the bottom of the second. Buns, Slowitz, and Nunez due up. Retrievers have got some big names that are finally coming up here for Season 8. Hoping to make a big run. Their first real run since Season 5, where they came up short in the Super Series against the Skulls of Rock. 2-2 the count now to Barry Buns. Takes that one inside, full count. Swing and a miss! Arnello rings up his first. That brings up Maggie Slowitz. Slowitz, I believe, the number 1 overall pick in that Season 7 draft, if my memory serves me correctly. Yes, it does. And Buns was 5th overall, so 2 top 5 prospects from a previous draft. But she strikes out as well. Back-to-back Ks for Arnello. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce his name the same way twice. He's locked in, 2 strikeouts through 2 2/3. Brings up Ramen Nunez. Flared into right. Tracking down is that Hammy Sandwich. And she'll make the catch round number 3. A 1-2-3 inning sends us to the top of the third. Ariano.
The left fielder, number 27.
Steve Wright. Off the plate.
Now it's a line shot to Ferrari. She makes a nice snag for round number 1. That brings up Andrew Studd. This one's up the middle. Dickerson's able to track it down and get it to first in time for round number 2. Good play by Dickerson.
Number 3.
And back to the top of the order, Tyrese Rose. Hayner locked in now. 3 strikeouts through 2 2/3. Only giving up 1 base runner so far. That one's fouled back. Remains 1-2. Swing and a miss! Another strikeout for Hayner, his 4th. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. 7-8-9. Do up for the Retrievers here. Blanco Jr., Dickerson, and Honey Bear.
Right fielder, number 38.
This one's going to get down. That's going to be a base hit, the first one of the day for the Retrievers. Leadoff runner aboard. Dale Blanco Jr. finally getting the Retrievers on track. Brings up Barbara Dickerson. She swings at the first pitch, but that's going to be fouled off. Lays off that one high and outside. Only 3 pitches for Ariano. But this is going to be a round. Oh, not in time. Dickerson's able to break the Dragons special. So it'll just be a fielder's choice. 1 away. Runner still at first now for Honey Bear. Runner's going. The throw from behind the plate is not going to be in time. And Dickerson's in scoring position. Lots of speed on her. A dribbler to first. Arbor is up with it. Steps on the back himself. Round number 2. Runner advances 90 feet. For Harold McHenry back to the top of the order. Can the Retrievers strike first here early? Let's first pitch go. Hine inside. Swings that one under the glove of Ariano. And the Retrievers will strike first. RBI single for McHenry.
The shortstop, number 55.
1-0 Retrievers here. Runners going again. The throw not in time. The Retrievers showing off some good speed. Sammy Ferrari now with the runner in scoring position. Fouls this one off. A 1-2 count now. That one just misses. 2-2. This one's a slow ground at a second. Among Us there, and he'll make the throw in time for round number 3. But the Retrievers take an early 1-0 lead as we go to the top of the 4th. 2-3-4 do it for the Storm.
The first baseman, number 17.
First pitch swinging is Arbor. He fouls that one off. Does that count as a submarine style pitcher, or is he like sidearming that?
The third baseman,
Or is that the same thing? I'm just now coming to realize. 1-1 the count to Roof Shingles. In her 4 Ks through 3 1/3, still only giving up the 1 base runner. Okay, that is submarine. And strike 3 called at the top of the zone. The 5th K for Hayner.
number 14.
First big strike now to Jack Montra. Swing and a miss there. 0-2. That one is fouled back. Hands on, swing and a miss there. Back-to-back strikeouts in the top of the fourth. The sixth strikeout for Hainer will go to the bottom half. McSorley, Buns, and Slowitz do up for the Retrievers. Quick 0-2 count to McSorley. Face off that one inside. That one's up the middle. That's going to get down for a leadoff single for McSorley. And that will bring up Barry Buns. So looking forward to the regular season. Retrievers in that Heroic Icons division with the Moonshots, Overdrafts, and Liberty. Will probably be a closely contested division between the Retrievers and the Overdrafts. We'll see the Overdrafts later tonight with some of the acquisitions they made. As McSorley gets tagged out in a rundown, and that one's a grounded to Arbor. Easy second out there. And then as for the Cyclones, they're probably playing in what I believe to be the toughest division in baseball. The Epic Novas with the Skulls of Rock, the Ball Players, the Cyclones, and the Stingers. I think all four of those teams are playoff caliber teams. So it's going to be a battle to see who comes up on top in that division. A infield single for Slowitz that rolled down the line. Arnell wasn't able to get to it in time. The speed on Slowitz beats out the throw, and she's aboard with 2 outs now for Ramen Nunez. Swinging the miss there, 1-2 the count. Strike 3 called at the bottom of the zone. Ariano rings up another, his third, and sends us to the top of the fifth. Still a 1-run game. Chungus Among Us to lead things off here. Wonder how far away Hainer is from on fire. Grounded to second, Dickerson, easy play for her, 1 away. So is this where everyone is going to play in the regular season, Puppet? I know Slowitz is she an IFOF or something like that, or a one base outfielder? Because I know you've had her, oh, she is IFOF. So I know you've had her spread out in a handful of different places throughout the past season or so. Swing and a miss! Make it 7 for Hainer.
The center fielder, number 32.
And starts off with the first pitch strike. I think that was the changeup. Swing and a miss! Make it 8. Hainer absolutely eviscerating the Storm lineup as we head to the bottom of the fifth. 7, 8, 9 do it for the Retrievers, looking to pad this lead. But Ariano not doing too shabby himself, ran into a little bit of trouble, giving up that RBI single to McHenry, the difference in this game. But only giving up 4 hits through 4. Struck out 3 himself. That one's up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for the Retrievers to start off the bottom of the fifth. So RBI by design, what we do is we have the rosters in the game, and we just play the game on like the standard mode. Like, we don't play it in like the season mode, just like the exhibition mode. And so like the game, of course, doesn't know if it's the playoffs, spring training, regular season, or anything. It just literally sims each game like it's the same. That's going to get down. Runners trying to go from first to third, and we'll get there easily. So Retrievers now have runners at the corners for Honey Bear. So what we do is we have progression that we run manually. So we keep track of stats like hits, home runs, extra base hits, walks, Ks, and we have like a formula that we'll apply at the end of the regular season to give them, they'll either appreciate in points or depreciate in points based on their performance, and that will be a Dragon special, but a run will come home to score to make it 2-0 Retrievers. Bear won't get credit for the RBI. since that was a Dragon special, but does bring another run home. McHenry flares this one into right, and that gets down in front of Hammy Sandwich. The inning will continue. Ariano starting to labor a bit now. 7 hits given up, 3 more in this inning. Runner is going, hit and run was on, swinging a miss, and the runner is safe just under the tag, and another one in scoring position. Let's see if Ferrari can come through. 1-2 the count now. Swing and a miss! Ariano gets out of it without any more damage, but the Retrievers double up the lead 2-0 as we enter the top of the 6th. Just a lone hit so far for the Storm. Hainer has been on one here tonight, matching what Noodle Arm was able to do for the Stingers pretty much. Only a few strikeouts behind him, and has yet to get in as much trouble. 1-1 count to Andrew Studd, designated hitter. That one's low in the zone, 2-1. Grounded to second, easy play for Dickerson. 2 away, Mojo up for Hainer, and he's going to be on fire. So both home pitchers getting to on fire here tonight. 0-2 now to Tyrese Rose. Lays off that pitch, 2-2. Fouls that one back. Staying alive here, Rose. Fouling off 3 straight pitches. Make it 4. Battling here, Hainer doesn't want to be a strikeout victim again. Goodness, make it 5. Rose absolutely battling for his life, but comes up empty that time, and it makes it 9 Ks for Hainer. Bottom of the 6th we go. Trace McSorley, Barry Buns, and Maggie Slowitz. Rose put up a battle, but Hainer comes up victorious again here tonight. 9 Ks, only 2 behind Noodle Arm. All right, Ariano starting the bottom of the 6th with a soft fly out to third. Roof Shingles is there. Here's Barry Buns, 0 for 2. I'd like to see more from a hitter as talented as Buns. See if he can put something in play here against Ariano. Our hit ball off the glove of Arbor, and he will reach. So Buns gets a Lord with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. And here is Maggie Slowitz. Slowitz was the MVP of the Miners All-Star game last season. I believe she hit 2 home runs that game. And that's going to be another stolen base for the Retrievers. I think they have 3 or 4 on the evening. We're absolutely terrorizing Rose from behind the plate. So runner in scoring position for Slowitz. Oh, but she gets rung up on the curveball. The 5th strikeout for Ariano. Ramen Nunez up to bat. Not sure how we've established the lore, but have to assume he is some relative of Noodles Nunez of Vikings lore. Let's see if he can keep up the Nunez name here in the SSL, but he gets rung up there, swinging a miss, and it's back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning for Ariano, keeping the Storm in this one. Still a 2-run deficit as we head to the top of the 7th. Woody Arbor to lead things off, and there is the 1 hit of the day that Hainer has given up, and it's a 2nd hit as this one's into the gap. That's going to be extra bases as it rolls to the wall. That's going to be a leadoff double for Woody Arbor. Arbor, the lone blemish on Hainer's record so far today, but remains on fire. Only 77 pitches here starting off the 7th inning. 0-2 to Shingles. Hainer looking for his 10th K. Oh, just misses there, low in the zone. Or outside the zone, I should say. But comes up with one there and make it 10. Double-digit Ks for Hainer. And he's still on fire and looks to beat Noodle Arm at his own game. 0-2 to Monta. And there's strikeout number 11. Holy cow, we are absolutely ringing up batters here tonight. Home pitchers getting to locked in with 11 Ks each. Absolute madness. This one up the middle. Dickerson has been amazing in the middle infield there, scooping up a couple of good plays and getting the outs and keeping the Storm away. And we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Spool Thomas Jr. will come in at second base. And that will flare over Thomas's head and get down for a leadoff single. And that will do it for Ariano. In comes Mickey Daggs. That throw is not in time. Another stolen base for the Retrievers. That one's hit hard but foul by Barbara Dickerson. That one's fouled back. As is that one. 1-2 here. First batter, Daggs has faced off. A swing and a miss. That ball nowhere close to the zone, but Daggs gets one there. This one popped up into center field. Easy play for Monta, getting out number 2 there. And here is Harold McHenry, 2 for 3, an RBI single on the day. He's locked in. Has another runner in scoring position with a lot of speed. Oh, are we going to see an intentional walk here? We will. The Angels are playing in game 4, so it will be probably another 30, 45 minutes or so, I would say. So an intentional walk there. Actually, some smart moves by the AI, but this one's up the middle. Runner's going around third, head from home. Hope isn't even going to throw home, and the Retrievers get another one on the board, 3-0. The best laid plans do backfire for the Storm, and the run comes home to score. An RBI from Ferrari, and the hits keep coming. McSorley puts one on up the middle. Another one's going to come home to score, and it makes it 4-0. The Retrievers finally breaking the dam here in the bottom of the 7th, 4-0. Daggs is tense. Giving up 2 runs since he's come in, facing off against Barry Buns now. Swing and a miss there, 2-2 the count. Tough out activated for Buns. And that is a nasty trait to have, and he makes use of it. Puts that one down to the right. Another one rounding third, head from home. A good throw from Sandwich, though, but not in time. And it's 5-0. Three straight RBI singles for the Retrievers makes it a 5-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. And this one's hit into left, but it's going to stay in the park. Not enough on it as it falls into the glove of Smash Perkins for out number 3 as we head to the top of the 8th. But a 3 spot for the Retrievers makes it 5-0. Let's see if Hainer can get his 12th K, put him in the lead for strikeouts on the day. Round out short to first for round number 1. Here's the Schnitzel Hope Tints, 0 for 2 today. This one's a hard hit ball. That's going to get down into left. That's going to roll into the corner, rattle around a bit, and that will be extra bases for the Storm. A 1 out double for Hope. And that will bring up Smash Perkins. Just the third hit given up by Hainer, but still on fire. Looking for that elusive dozen strikeouts. This one into left. Buns making a good track on it. Makes the catch for out number 2. Here comes Andrew Studd. Hainer up to 95 pitches now. See if he can get this out quick to try and have the CGSO. Swinging this there, 1-1 the count. Starting to miss the zone a bit here. Finds it there on the fastball. That one's fouled back. 2-2 remains the count. Another one fouled into the stands, third base side. 1-0-1, the pitch count for Hainer. Just misses, makes it a full count. Studd trying to stay alive here. On off another pitch. This one's a monster fly ball into left center field. Back it goes, and it's gone! Studd makes it a 3-run game with a 2-run shot into left center field. 421 feet, it's 5-2.
The catcher, number 3. Foul pitching, number 50.
And that will do it for Hainer. He can't get out of the 8th inning. In comes Grogu to close things out. Hainer put in absolute work, 11 strikeouts. You can't ask for much more than that. Came in Grogu looking to finish off the inning here, and he will finish off the inning. Getting the strikeout to send us to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number
6, 7, 8 do it for the Retrievers, looking to get back a couple of those runs here with a 3-run lead going into the bottom of the 8th. Dags on the mound still, giving up those earned runs in the bottom of the 7th that give the Retrievers that padding. Leadoff walk issued to Nunez, which brings up Blanco Jr.
38.
This one's a high fly ball into center field. Back goes Hope, but it's going to hang up into the air a little bit too long. It looked a lot deeper than it actually up being. That one is a definite to the moon.
Second baseman, number
Oh, it's both. That one looked really well, but died just at the edge of the warning track. That's a hard hit ball off the glove of Shingles. Runner will reach to put 2 aboard here. Here's Honey Bear.
now pitching, number 50.
In comes Timmy Turner in relief. Honey Bear knocked in a run off a Dragon special earlier in the game. Full count to Bear. He grounds this one to short, and it looks like it will hit. He will face the same fate. A 6-4-3 Dragon special to send us to the top of the 9th. Storm need 3 to tie here, and they got 2, 3, 4 due up.
First baseman, number 17.
Here's the man with most of their hits. Woody Arbor, 2 for 3 today, a double and a single. I agree 100% running. I think at one point he had a green glove and like a pink sleeve or something, but I think it just got changed as he got traded through different teams. I'm not. But once again, Arbor having his 3rd hit of the day. It's leadoff runner aboard for the Storm. Puts up Roof Shingles. But he strikes out one away.
The shortstop, number 14.
That brings up Jack Mantra to short over the head of Ferrari. I thought she would be able to leap for that one. Doesn't really attempt for it. Surprising non-effort there by Ferrari. Puts the runner aboard, and we're at one swing baseball now for Spool Thomas Jr. Thomas Jr. came in for Among Us earlier in the game. Fouls that one back. 2-1 the count. 3-1. That one fouled back, a full count. Has done Goo a favor here. Oh, hammers that one, but foul. This one's flared into right. That's going to get down. A bomber special. Then the bases are loaded for the Storm. The intrigue has risen to a full pressure bar. Buck Bullseye will come in. Actually, it's only 3/4 of the way full. But Goo with some struggles here, not being able to close out the game. Bases loaded in a 3-run game. With a 2-1 count now to Buck Bullseye. This one too short. Ferrari makes the catch for round number 2. Doesn't have to jump for that one. That one falls safely into her glove. And Schnitzel Hope the last chance for the Storm here. Not a lot of speed on the bases for the Storm, so it would take a deep hit to bring this within 1 run at very least, or to tie it up at that. This one's hit through the gap by the glove of the diving Dickerson. That's going to get into the outfield. 1 run will score, another one right behind it, and it's a 1-run game. Holy cow, the pressure's all the way up on Grogu, who's given up 2 earned runs. Runners at the corners, 2 outs for Smash Perkins. 2-1 the count. That one's in the dirt, 3-1. Swinging and a miss, the count is full. The pressure is full, and the bases have 2. This one's back to the pitcher. Crew scoops it up and gets it to first in time for out number 3, and the Retrievers survive. The late rally for the Storm comes up just a bit short as they fail. They fall to the Retrievers 5-4 here in game number 2. We've had some intriguing games here in day number 3 of spring training. 13-8 on the hit column in favor of the Retrievers. Blanco Jr. with 3 hits, Dickerson with a pair, as well as Buns, McSorley, and McHenry. No one went yard for the Retrievers. 7 strikeouts for them, 2 walks. Andrew Studd with that 2-run home run. 3 hits for Arbor as he continues to do what he does. And Hope with 2. Schnitzel Hope 2 for 4. And had that 2 RBI base hit. That brought us within 1 run, but 13 strikeouts. Roof Shingles with the golden sombrero and Rose with a regular sombrero. Seeing absolutely insane numbers of strikeouts here tonight. Ariano's 6 innings, 3 earned, 6 strikeouts, 9 hits. Dags with 2 earned through an inning and a third. Timmy Turner with the clean sheet through 2 outs. Hayner gets the win, 2 earned through 7 2/3, tying Noodle Arm strikeouts with 11. And Goo with a high pressure save, giving up 2 earned. 2 strikeouts, 4 hits through 1 1/3. Your MVP will be Hayner, McHenry, and Andrew Studd. And don't go anywhere. Game number 3, walkers and ball players will be coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Won't change your mind. Can't shake the light. I'll take the chance and roll the dice. Just wanna feel the stars surround, the atmosphere never to come down. I'll stand alone, whether right or wrong. It takes me home, right where I belong. Back down, only one way out. I'll let you run my life. Tell you won't get me down. Untamed, guess I lost my mind. You turn me inside out. No one can stop me now. So turn up the light. Turn up the light. champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting tide, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night. Champions of the night. Can't tell if we're dreaming now.
Game number 3 to Emerald Diamond we go. The Walkers and the Ball Players up next. We got Big Blaze on the mound for the Ball Players, facing off against Yeti Cool for the Walkers. And we are underway here. Milo Dakota to lead things off for the Walkers. Rounder Blaze off the mound, grabs that one, gets to Flash in a pan in time for round number 1. 40 Ks to 5 walks so far. This one up the middle, Patty Potts scoops it, gets it to first in time for round number 2. So far, 2 pitches, 2 outs now for Big Blaze. Or excuse me, 3 pitches, 2 outs. Here's Amir Khan. Pops this one up, just gets into the outfield grass. And Inapan will make the catch for round number 3, recording all 3 outs in that one. Sends us quickly to the bottom of the first. Papa Dog, Taft, Latham, and York due up here. Swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count to Papa Dog. Drop third strike. Elf corrals it. Gets to first in time for round number 1. Brings up Taft Latham. Falls behind 0-2. Tough activated for Latham. Lays off the slider. And the changeup in the dirt, 2-2. Flares this one into right over the jumping glove of Dakota. And that will bomber special for a base hit. Brings up Brecken York. That's a 1-2 count. So Latham was taken 21st overall by the Ball Players. York gets this one down into the left. That's back-to-back base hits for the Ball Players. They're in business here with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Here's Patty Potts. Brecken York taken 67th overall. And then Patty Potts, I believe, was taken season 7 by the Ball Players. Or maybe was a part of a trade. I don't immediately see her. But the bases are loaded for the Ball Players, and here is Theo Thunder. Coming off a big offseason, got some camps, has got a stronger bat now. Can he deliver? And that one's off the glove of Bob Elf, and a run will come home to score, and the Ball Players take a 1-0 lead here instantaneously. This one's up the middle. That might clear the bases. Runner is headed home, but the other one's staying at third. A decent throw in by Morgoon keeps the runner at third. So at the corners now for Flash Inapan. But 2-0 at right off the gun for the Ball Players. A high fly ball into right center from Inapan. Plenty deep enough to tag up. The catch is made for round number 2, and the runner will tag and score. Makes it 3-0 Ball Players. And here is Maximus Min. A fairly applicable name considering his minimal power, but maximum contact. Ooh, swinging a ball that hit in the dirt on the plate. 2-2 the count. This one's a hard hit ball into the gap. It's trending. Can Morgoon Trace get down? He can. For round number 3, a decent recovery there by Morgoon to catch it before it falls down. And that sends us to the top of the second inning. Top of the second we go. A perfect first inning for Big Blaze with minimal pitches thrown. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Blaze. Gets us up to 42 strikeouts tonight. No, the Walkers do not have a manager right now. Zarby is running it through league office. I don't know if we have removed the first guy or not, or if we're having him like stay in the background to try and learn the league. I'm not 100% certain, but Zarby was the one who submitted this lineup. Welcome, Uzumakum. Welcome to the SSBL. See you plug the Discord there. Be happy to have you join that. Join us for Season 8 of the SSBL as we finish out spring training here, as this one's a fly ball into left. Jerry Thunder will make the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Big Blaze to finish off the second. We go bottom half. It's Hands, Thunder, and Papa Dog. Iron Hands, I believe, coming over from the Dragons organization. That was a trade that involved, I believe, I had his name and instantly forgot it. Homer Runs going to the Dragons along with Harry Shelton, and he gets one under the glove of Crew Hard at short, and he'll be aboard.
Ball high. Ball, that's low. Go.
3-0 count to Jerry Thunder, another player that came over from the Dragons, actually. That's a 4-pitch walk for Thunder. This one may be trending to the out-of-control situation early on here. 5 straight balls from Yeti Cool. Would have been 6, but swung on that one was Dog, but connects with that one, and that's out of the reach of Khan. And the runner's going around third head from home. A throw from Boucher is in time! Boucher with a gun, knocking down a run at home. A great throw from him. Oh, but a beanball to Taft Latham. And the bases are loaded for the ball players once again, and Yeti Cool is rattled. Let's see if Breck and York can bring in some more runs. This one's fouled off, 1-2 the count. That one's fouled off as well. This one's popped up into right field. Can anyone get to it? Milo Dakota can. Oh, and he's gonna get the double play! A base running blunder by the ball players. The runners at second and third thought that was going to fall. They were going all the way. And by the time Milo Dakota caught it, the runner is at home at third base. Easy double play to get him out of the inning. A missed opportunity for the ball players, but it's still a 3-0 ball game as we go to the top of the third. And that'd be a leadoff singer for the Walkers, their first base runner of the game. Dinklage Morgoon aboard now. Here comes Bobby Boucher. Had that outfield assist to keep it 3-0. But strikes out looking there. Called at the bottom of the zone. The second K for Blaze. Bob Ellis puts a charge in that one. That's going to one hop to York. 2 aboard now for the Walkers here with 1 out in the top of the third. Here's the top of the order, Milo Dakota. This one is foul. Swinging this there, 0-2 the count. This one's going to get down into left center. Runners run around third, head from home. The throw from Jerry Thunder, not going to be in time. And the Walkers aboard with an RBI single. So Milo Dakota getting the ball rolling for the Walkers. Here's Crew Hart, once of Retrievers fame, now with the Walkers, but he strikes out swinging the third K for Blaze. Brings up Amir Khan. 2 on, 2 out now. Can Blaze escape without relinquishing anything else? 1-1 the count. A high fly ball into center field. Latham is under it. And he'll make the catch. Round number 3, and the side is retired. Walkers get one on the board, make it a 3-1 ball game as we head to the bottom half of the third. 4, 5, 6 due up. Potts, Thunder, and Inapan. Cool starting the third inning, still rattled after beating someone. And that's going to get into the that's going to be extra base for Potts. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. She's headed for second, not a lot of speed on her, and she'll take a leadoff double.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 15.
Theo Thunder had the RBI single the last time he was up. Has the runner in scoring position. Can he get the run back for the ball players? A 2-1 count. And that will be a no-doubter. That one's down into center field, going to roll all the way to the wall. Potts will score easily, makes it a 4-1 game for the ball players. Theo Thunder with 2 RBIs, a double and a single, and that will do it for Yeti Cool. In comes Gallier Faith.
That's inside. Outside.
So Cool only lasts 2 innings plus. And to the bullpen we go here with Gilliard Faith.
No, that's low.
A wide arsenal, all the fastballs, a slider, and a curveball.
Your base.
But will walk the first batter he faces.
The shortstop, number
That puts 2 aboard now for Maximus Min. 0 for 1 thus far. Gillier,
Ball, that's outside.
mentioned 20. That one's fouled off. A 1-2 count to Maximus Min.
No, high.
High, 2-2. Off speed fouled back.
That's inside.
Curveball just misses, makes it a full count. Oh, strike 3 called on the outside edge. And Faith gets a K. Brings up Iron Hands.
Low.
2-1 the count to Hands. Rounder to second. This could be 2. Hart to Khan. Khan not in time to Dakota. Hands able to beat that one out. Break up the Dragon special. Puts runners at the corners now for Jerry Thunder.
Ball outside.
Faith trying to prevent
Outside.
the ball players from going up more than 3. That's not going to happen as Thunder puts this one through the right side of the infield. That'll be a base hit, makes it 5-1.
designated hitter, number 45.
So both the Thunders for the ball players coming through with their team. 3 of the 5 RBIs tonight so far for them. Rounder the third, Barker up with it in time at first, round number 3, but not for the ball players. Put up 2 more runs, make it a 4-run lead going to the top of the 4th inning. We've got Barker, Rocket, and George Pierre do it for the Walkers. Archie Barker up now.
Ball.
1-2 the count. Rounded to first, in a pan, scoops it, will take it himself, round number 1.
Designated hitter, number
Here's Doge Rocket. 0 for 1 so far, playing DH here tonight. Standing at a 1-2 count, fouling off a couple. Swings this one, a floater to second. Patty Potts there for out number 2. Brings up George Pierre. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this guy switch teams this season. He might be packing his bags. Don't know where, but maybe a very strong candidate for a mid-season acquisition if someone isn't performing up to snuff at the plate. But he strikes out swinging there. The 4th strikeout for Blaze. Doesn't help me prove my point any better, but the facts are what they are, and we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Still at 5-1. Here's Latham, a single and hit by a pitch. Took it like a champ. Pops this one up into right center. Tracked down by Morgun for out number 1. Here is Bracken York.
Nope, that's inside.
Popped up in foul territory is Dakota. Makes the catch for out number 2. And here is Patty Potts.
Ball inside. That's low. Nope. Take your base.
A walk issued to Potts. Walkers can't complete the 1-2-3 inning, and here is Theo Thunder. 2 RBIs so far tonight. Outside chance of the cycle. Speed is a bit of concern. I'm not sure if he has enough to leg out a triple unless he hits it to that deep right center corner. 2-2 the count. Fouls this one off. He didn't have a cycle last season. Well, we did in the minors, but not a major league cycle. As Thunder comes up empty for the first time tonight, as do, I was going to say the ball players, but they had a scoreless second inning. But it sends us to the top of the 5th, 5-1 still our score. First pitch swinging, Maximus Min will make the catch off a high fly ball, just getting into the outfield, 1 away. Blaze locked in, 4 strikeouts through 4 1/3, 3 hits given up, and an earned run. A day you would definitely take. It's not 11 strikeouts, but I don't feel like, as it's now 5 strikeouts, it's definitely something you don't turn your head at. Don't look to gift Blaze in the mouth. Phrasing. 1-2 the count to Bob Elf, nonetheless. He fouls out one back. Elf 1 for 1 so far today. Swing and a miss! Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning for Blaze. He's up to 6. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. In a pan, Maximus Min in iron hands. Do it for the ball players. First pitch swinging, this one's into left, and that will just be inside the line, and that will be a base hit to lead things off for Inapan. And I'll bring up Maximus Min. More so showing his Min side than his Maximum side. Going 0 for 2 so far today. Hard hit ball, but Khan's able to scoop it up to second for 1. Hart to first in time for the Dragons special. A 4-6-3 double play. Puts 2 away here for Iron Hands. Galeer Faith is done. Hands the ball over to Bob Axolotl.
That's outside.
Let's see what he can do in relief here. A 2-seamer, a cut fastball, a slider, and a curveball. A very interesting arsenal. And he rings up there. He starts off the thing with a strikeout and sends us to the top of the 6th, still at a 4-run game. Top of the order, do it for the Walkers. Dakota Hart and Khan. Dakota first pitch swinging the lines. That one to Thunder. He makes the catch in left for round number 1.
Number 2.
So taking a look to the regular season, ball players in that really hard division in the Epic Nova, Skulls, Cyclones, and Stingers. I probably,
The second baseman.
in gut reaction before seeing what opening day rosters will be, I maybe say that with the moves that the ball players did make, I may have them as the favorites in the Novas division, honestly. I think they made a lot of pretty good moves to give them a good chance to compete as Blaze finishes off a 1-2-3 inning to send us quickly into the bottom of the 6th. The Walkers right now are
The left fielder.
kind of in the middle of a rebuild, kind of in no man's land.
Ball. Outside.
So this will probably be a rough season for them in the newly formed...
No.
Oh, we don't have that named. I don't know what that's named. What is the third Heroic Conference division named? I thought I had the name here, but I don't. It's Evolution. That was their last name. What happened to it?
The designated hitter. Number 45.
That's low.
Well, I just typed it in there. Anyway, the
He's out.
Heroic Evolution, Dragons, Walkers, Wrongfielders, Gauchos. I have been on the Wrongfielders bandwagon so far this offseason. I believe they have the pieces necessary to make a postseason run. Gauchos are one of the league favorites to make it to the Super Series this year. And the Dragons have a pretty strong team themselves, so this is definitely a tough division as well. The Walker is going to be the ugly stepsister of it. Going to be wailed upon, I think, most of the season. One aboard with 2 outs here for Breck and York. Axolotl
That's inside.
through an inning so far of relief, a hit and a strikeout so far. Oh, no, I'm not saying I choose the Wrongfielders over the Gauchos in the division race. I'm just saying the Wrongfielders can make a playoff run. I definitely think the Gauchos are winning the division. That one's wrapped inside the third base line and rolls down into the corner of left field. Pierre throws to second. Luckily, the runner didn't try to advance. Not a lot of speed on the runner, though. But ball players with runners at the corners here for Patty Potts. A chance to expand upon the lead. This one, Crewhart makes a diving stop. The throw is in time. Crewhart shows that he still got it. Flashing the leather a bit, keeping a run from scoring. Send us to the top of the 7th inning. Still at a 5-1 ball game. Only one team makes it from the Legends. My hot take says Large Marge. I would agree with that totally. And I don't know who it honestly would be. I mean, I made the big claim that the 2 Super Series contenders will miss the playoffs this year. But, I mean, the Vikings have a lot of good pitching, but the offense was always their Achilles heel. Back-to-back strikeouts for Blaze as he's slowly crawling up the K count, up to 8 now. I mean, the Knights are going to be pretty bad. The Express, I assume, are probably sending most of their plays to the Miners. Big fly ball. That's going to be off the wall. A 2-out double for the Walkers. It's probably going to be a battle between the Lumberjacks. I mean, it's obviously going to be a battle between the Lumberjacks and the Vikings to figure out who wins that game, or that division, I should say. It's just, I feel probably I favor the Lumberjacks because they have the offense. It's just the bullpen. I mean, we saw it in the Skulls game they played in preseason. It's just the bullpen worries me a lot.
The third baseman. Number 15.
There wasn't any base hits for all of day 1 and almost all of day 2. Really?
Now batting. The first baseman. Number 2.
Leadoff double for the ball players brings up Flash in a pan. Another double for Theo Thunder. Oh, as in you haven't recorded those. Gotcha.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 7.
Here's Maximus Minot for 3.
Ball, that's up.
One of the lone ball players that I feel hasn't made it on base so far tonight. Had success just about everywhere else, I want to say. And fourth time is not the charm for Min as he pops this one up behind first base for out number 2. And brings up Iron Hands.
Go high. Steve, you're out.
That one's to Hart for out number 3, and the side is retired. We'll go to the top of the 8th, still 5-1. So we had 40 coming up into this game. 48. I think we're up to 50 now. Oh, Ant.
Ball, that's outside. Steve,
Big Blaze starting off the 8th inning with 8 strikeouts. Make it 9. Holy cow, Blaze, a late bloomer. But coming up on the outside of Noodle Arm and Hayner. Back to Blaze. Easy scoop and out for him for number 2.
The first baseman, number 15.
Only 81 pitches with 2 outs in the 8th. Could easily go the distance.
go. Steve, outside.
Full count to Milo Dakota. And Dakota puts a charge in this one. Deep center field. Back goes Latham. He robs it! Taft Latham with an absolute robbery in center field.
The left fielder, number 15.
We have seen some excellent defensive plays by the outfield so far tonight.
That's high.
We had the amazing play by El Gato in the wrong fielders game. We saw Bobby Boucher make an outfield assist earlier, and now Taft Latham with an absolute robbery in dead center field. This one's high and deep into right. No one's catching that one, and that one is gone. A solo shot for Jerry Thunder, and it's 6-1, his second RBI of the night. The ball players not messing around here. The Thunders having an absolute night. 4 of the 6 RBIs accounted for tonight. Thunder 3 hits, 2 of them doubles. And Thunder putting up that home run. And this one into left. It's not going to be high enough, but off the wall. Pierre plays it nicely, keeps it to a single. Looks like Axolotl starting to run out of steam. And here is the armed robber himself, Taft Latham, and Latham into left center. Holy cow, that one is deep, and that one is gone. Have a night, Taft Latham. 433 feet into left center field, and the ball players are on cruise control. Oh, when did Bogart come in? I missed that.
No, that's low.
Rip Bogart.
He's out.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 38.
So it wasn't enough for Latham to steal a home run. He had to put one out of the park himself. And Potts gets rung up there. Makes it 10, 11, 12 strikeouts for this game by my count.
Ball, that's low.
And Theo Thunder joins the party. Just a triple short of the cycle. I don't think he'll get another chance for an at-bat, but 4-12 into left field, and it's 9-1.
outside.
That one falls just in front of Morgoon, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, the
And here is poor Maximus Min.
7.
Can he find a way to get on base? This one into left. That one is carrying. It's off the wall. Maximum Min has himself a base hit. Everything coming up, all players here in game 3. I believe every ball player has now reached.
That's low. That's low.
Well, the ball players may keep break out double digits. They will not, as Dakota knocks it down and gets it to Bogart, who covers in time to keep it 9-1 as we head into the top of the 9th. Crewhart, Amir Khan, and Toby Barker. And in comes Rick De La Stick as a defensive substitution. And that's going to be a single through the right side of the infield for Crewhart. Big Blaze going for the complete game. I think he was locked. He was on fire, and with that base hit, got knocked down to locked in. And he reached double-digit Ks like the two other home team pitchers before him. This one is just inside the line. That's trouble. As it rolls into the corner, runner's going to be at second and third, so a double there on a bit of a floater. And that will do it for Blaze. He gets pulled with 2 runners aboard. Here comes Adrian Walker.
Ball outside.
Walker gets a ground ball to De La Stick. A run will score, but changes it 4 and out. Makes it 9-2. The earned run will go to Blaze. Here's Doge Rocket 0 for 3. That one's foul, 1-2 the count. Came in activated for Walker. Makes her even nastier, if that's somehow possible. Popped up. Shallow left center. And Maximus Min makes the catch round number 2. And here is George Pierre, the last chance for the Walkers to get some sort of redemption out of this one.
Ball, that's low.
A 1-1 the count.
Ball high.
Ground to the third. Theo Thunder up with it in time at first for round number 3. And the ball players win this one going away 9-2. Not really much of a contest. 18 hits compared to 6. Take a look at the board. 6 for the Walkers, all of them coming from different people. Dakota Hart, Khan, Pierre Morgoon, and Elf. 9 strikeouts combined for the Walkers offensively. Did not draw a walk. 18 hits for the ball players. And all the starters reaching. Papa Dog with 2 hits. Taff Latham with 3. York with a pair. Potts with 1. Thunder, a 4 for 5 day with a home run, 3 RBIs. Terry Thunder, no. Flash in the pan, 2 for Theo Thunder. There it is. 2 for 3. Maximus Min, 1 for 5, as well was Hands. And Jerry Thunder, 2 for 3 with a home run of his own. So 13 strikeouts in that game sends us to 53 Ks on the day. We count 53. Big Blaze with the win, going 8 solid innings with only 2 earned runs, 9 strikeouts to only 6 hits. A clean outing of relief for Walker. And a bad outing for Walker's pitchers. Starter Yeti Cool only goes 2 innings, giving up 4. Gallier Faith, or Gilead, whatever. Faith going 2 2/3 fairly cleanly. Axolotl going 2 1/3 with only 1 earned, and then Bogart giving up 3 through 1. Your MVP is Theo Thunder, followed by Taft Latham, and then Big Blaze. Nothing but the ball players here. In game number 3, the conclusion to spring training coming up next. Angels and Overdrafts, don't go anywhere. They'll be coming up right after this.
We watch as the fire falls down. One thing playing on our minds. Time stops and we don't make a sound. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. I'm ready to love. We're the champions of the night. I'm ready to champions of the night.
And here we are with the conclusion of spring training. The Angels and the Overdrafts, and we are back in El Viejo for the first time since the Moonshots left it after Season 4. Well, I guess that was the Moonshots and the Wrongfielders that left it in Season 4. But the Overdrafts calling it home after we kicked out Tiger Den. Chad Chaggington on the mound, and he starts us off with, guess what? Another strikeout. Here's Emily Prentice. She fouls that one off. – 3-1 count to Prentice. BB prone for Chaddington. And that will be a walk. So a runner aboard. Here comes Ruby Green Dexteres. Runner is going. Hit and run was on, but that's fouled back. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Hit and run was on again, but it comes up empty, and the runner is thrown out. A great throw from behind the plate by Nico Baca, and that's 2 outs now. A high fly ball into left field. Back goes Dexter Doodle. He's at the track and will make the catch for round number 3. A deep death there for Chad Chaddington, but it's caught And we'll head to the bottom of the first. Grover Bluppett to lead things off. Courageous Moth on the mound for the Angels. And that's going to be a lead-off single for Bluppett up the middle. And here is Bob Doodle. Two and one the count. One's fouled back. Tough out activated for Doodle. That one's high. Full count now. That one's low and two aboard now for the overdrafts. Here comes Sunny Glasses with RBI Woman activated. First pitch swinging, pops it up into center field. Prentice will be there. Calls for it and will make the catch for round number one. Not deep enough for anyone to tag, so runners stay put at first and second. Here comes son of Overdraft's legend, Vern Knight Jr. Swings through that slider. Next to that one, grounds it to Fizak. Oh, but Fizak throws it into left field. Runner's going to come home to score, and it's 1-0 Overdrafts. Fizak with a horrible error. Was probably going to be an inning-ending double play, but turns into runs for the Overdrafts. Absolutely air-mailed that throw. And 2 on, 1 out now for Lars Larson. Larson pops this one behind home plate. Looks like JT will have enough room to make the catch for round number 2. And here is Bo Jackoon in green and white and black. And he connects with the first pitch. He puts this one into the Bermuda Triangle. 1 run will score. Runner headed for third. Rounding third, going for home. And it's a 2-run RBI single for Bo Jackoon. Jackoon making his presence known with the Overdrafts. Part of the sell-off by the Moonshots as they attempt to rebuild for the future. Here's Swolhei Brotani, a dangerous hitter in his own right. Already 3-0 in favor of the Overdrafts. And that'll be a walk to Brotani. We're almost through the order. Here comes Mookie Astaire. Fouls that one off, a 1-1 count to Astaire. 26 pitches already for Moth here in the first inning. 2-2 count. Oh, that's a beanball. That's not going to help out things. Moth will be tense now. The bases will be loaded, and here's Nico Baca. Moth actually rattled. First pitch swinging, Baca fouls that one off. Yes, completely agree. Marge should have been out of it with no runs, and that's going to be a blooper into left. That's going to get down in front of Elmenreich, and 2 more runs will score. Makes it 5-0 Overdrafts. We have batted around the lineup. None of the runs earned by Moth thanks to the error from Fizak. But yikes is right. A very ugly inning for the Angels. With a 2-2 count to Grover Bluppett. But swing and a miss, and the Angels finally get out of the inning, but not before a lot of damage is done. 5 runs come across on only 3 hits for the Overdrafts as we head into the top of the second. Uno Dia to lead things off. One and 2 the count for her. Fouls that one off. Swing and a miss. Chaddington rings up another. Here's shooter McGavin. He takes a 1-1 count from Chaddington. Connects to that one, grounded to Brotani, who flings it to Chaddington, who covers in time for number 2. Brings up Roger Badell. Gets ahead in the count 1-2, does Chaddington. Misses there, 2-2. Swing and a miss! And we go to the bottom of the second there. Doodle, Glasses, and Knight Jr. up for the overdrafts. Let's see if Moth can bounce back in any way, shape, or form after that rough first inning. This one's a high fly ball into center field. Emily Prentice, a few steps in front of the warning track, will make the catch for out number 1. Which brings up Sonny Glasses. Sonny Glasses with a high fly ball into center field. But El Viejo eats that one up. It looked a lot deeper than it was going to be. But a deep fly ball caught by Prentice once again for out number 2. A quick couple outs for Moth brings up Vern Knight Jr. Fouls that one back, a 2-1 count. As he fouls another one off, 2-2 now. Count runs full. And that will end up being a walk to Knight Jr. Keeps the inning alive. Here is Lars Larson.
Number 88.
One and two the count. Swing and a miss. Moth rings him up there to end the inning. Bounces back nicely after the ugly first and sends us to the top of the third. Donnie JT up to bat. This one's a ground to the second. Glover Bluppett makes the snag and gets the first in time. Which brings up Phi Sack. Has brought us to where we are. That error gave the Overdrafts what they needed to put up those 5 runs in the first inning. He grounds out to the pitcher for out number 2. And here is Murph Kelly, donning the dual blues of the Angels, coming over from the Ball Players in the offseason. Falls behind 0-2. This is a high fly ball into center, not deep enough, as Astaire is in front of the warning track, makes the catch for round number 3, and the side is retired. And we'll go bottom half, Jack Oon, Brotani, and Astaire to up here.
The shortstop, number 34.
Jack Oon turns on this one, flies it into right. Badell is there for round number 1. Brings up Swolhei Brotani. Contact versus left-handed pitchers active. Ryder, if you are here, if I may make a friendly suggestion as someone who has some decent experience with how this game works, I would, when they come active, as this is a monster hit into center field, that is over the head of Prentice. That's going to be extra bases. And that will be a 1-out double. And that brings up Mookie Astaire. But as this, let me finish my thought. As the season 8 points come open, I would suggest you add at least 1 pitch to Courageous Moth, if not 2, if she is going to be a starting pitcher. I feel like extra pitches would help her out significantly. Definitely adding at least a fastball to her arsenal. So that's one of the things, RBI, if you haven't gotten into the nitty-gritty here. Each season we issue what we call points and eventually camps to teams in order to improve their players. So each team gets 3 what we call pitching points and 3 position points. The pitching points allows teams to add pitches to different players as they see fit. One pitch is 1 point, and then the position points allows players to edit players' secondary. So, for example, here, Glover Bluppett, you could say add a shortstop secondary for him for one of those points. And you have 3 of those points for your organization. Those points can be used in your majors or your minors. And then the camps come later. You get 2 minors camps at the halfway point of the season as Bluppett gets rung up there to end the inning. Keeps it at a 5-0 ball game heading to the top of the 4th. But over the span of a season, you get 4 minors camps that are worth 10 points that you can add into any category, pitching or position player-wise, power, speed, contact, fielding, arm. And then you also get major camps at the end of the season that you can add in the same fashion. Here's Emily Prentice with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Chattington locked in. 3 strikeouts through 3 1/3. A high fly ball into left center field. Center fielder and left fielder converge, but it'll be Bob Doodle making the catch for round number 2. There's a Dexter Doodle, isn't there? I feel like we might have just had him in a different game. Ruby Green Dexteris with a 3-1 count. BB prone for Chattington. He's already come victim to this once. That one's fouled off. Oh, but battles through BB prone and rings up Green Dexteris. His 4th K of the evening sends us to the bottom of the 4th.
The left fielder, number 8.
I know there's a Dexter. There 100% is. Let me see if I can find it. This one into right center. Prentice is there. She'll make the catch round number 1. Ball shoots Doodle. Bob Doodle. Dexter Doodle is a shortstop third baseman for the Goofy Goobers. My thirst for knowledge has been quenched. Backwards, I said that. 2 quick outs. Moth has bounced back somewhat nicely, though, after that first inning through no fault of her own, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for her there. Sends us quickly into the top of the 5th. Yeah, definitely coming out of rattled. Very impressive to see that. Top of the 5th we go. Uno Dia to lead things off. 1-1 count to her. 2-1. Rounded to second. Bluppett is there. Easy throw to Botani for round number 1. Brings up Shooter McGavin. Takes a first pitch strike high in the zone. Changeup swung on, back to the mound. Chattington scoops it up, gets it to Botani in time for round number 2, and here's Roger Badell. Takes a first pitch strike on the curveball. Fastball misses a bit. That one's high, 2-2 the count. That one's high as well. BB Prone will be activated once again for Chattington. That one's grounded to second. Bluppett is there, and the throw will be in time for round number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Chattington. We'll head to the home half of the 5th. Still a 5-0 ball game. Nothing really doing offensively since that error. Moth 4 hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Through 4 innings, we have a full house of 4s. But starting to labor a bit at 83 pitches here, thanks large in part to that first inning, but rings up another one. 5 strikeouts for Moth. Kind of carving through that early part of the Overdrafts lineup, but has struggled here with the back half as it's a bit heavier here, facing off against Jacksoon, Brotani, Astaire, and Botka, as you have the 6 through 9 hitters. Swing and a miss there. 2-2 the count, though, to Jackoon. This one up the middle, though. Jackoon will be aboard. his second hit of the day. And here is Shohei Ohtani. Man is absolutely jacked. Doesn't have the fastest set of wheels in the world, though. Is Ohtani a righty, or is he switch? As he will draw a walk. This may be it for Moth, and it will be. In comes Kristen Vale. And that one to McGavin. He makes the snag over his head for out number 2. Ohtani, no, just a righty. So 2 on, 2 out here at the bottom of the 5th. Nico Baca locked in, having 2 RBIs to herself tonight. Looping one into left field. Fouls that one off. 2-2 the count with 2 outs and 2 on. That one's in the dirt. The count is full. Runners going, and that will be ball 4, and the bases will be loaded for the overdrafts. And here is Grover Bluppett. Tough out activated for Bluppett. That one's low in the zone. Not in the zone. Can't be low. And swing and a miss! Bell rings him up there, and the side is retired, leaving the bases loaded. Ends us to the top of the 6th inning. Donnie JT to lead things off. Swinging this there, 0-2 the count to JT. So, strike 3, call the 5th K for Chattington. Giving us, by my count, 11 strikeouts in this game and 64 for the evening. Five sack up to bat. Rounds this one to second. Easy play for Bluppett. Bluppett and Ohtani have been busy on the right side of the infield. Fielded a lot of grounders to that side. Here is Murph Kelly. Number 9 hitter tonight here in spring training for the Angels. This one's up the middle, and the no-hitter is erased by none other than Murph Kelly with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. We were flirting very closely with how the Angels have been going so far tonight. But Kelly able to break that no-hitter up from Chattington. Still locked in, though, BB Prone here with Elmenreich. And she will be aboard with a walk. 2 runners aboard now for the Angels. Here's Emily Prentice with a good amount of power. Can she make this a ball game here in the top of the 6th? Chattington struggling with the zone a bit now. Falls behind 2-0 to Prentice. This one back to the mound. He can't field it. Bluppett behind second base. Gets it to first in time for round number 3. A good play by Bluppett, keeping the Angels off the board. Sending it to the bottom of the 6th, still 5-0. Kristen Vale back on the mound to start the bottom of the 6th, facing off against Bob Doodle. Doodle pops this one up in foul territory, third base side. Uno Dia is there. She'll make the catch for round number 1. Here's Sunny Glasses, 0 for 3/10. Not a great night for her. She gets started off with a first pitch strike. On the curveball, fastball falls outside the zone. Another fastball in the zone this time, 1-2. That one's fouled back. That one just misses below the knees. Do managers all start in minor leagues? No, so the manager is in charge of the whole organization. I mean, we technically moreover act as a GM. So we have reins over our major league team and our minor league team. And we deal with call-ups, send-downs, rosters of like the starting lineups for both majors and minors, as that's another strikeout for Vale to end the 6th inning.
The second baseman, number 13.
Chattington to start the 7th after giving up the first hit of the game last inning. Only 3 base runners so far in this one. Ahead of Dexteris here, 1 and 2. That one runs inside. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Chattington, his 6th.
Third baseman, number 26.
So far, home pitching today has been an absolute force to be reckoned with. Of the 66 strikeouts we've recorded today, 11, 22, 31, make that another one. 38 of them have been by the home pitching team, or at least the starting pitching. Two and two the count. Can Chattington strike out the side? He can! Chattington striking out the side. Yes, RBI. Bring up, send down, and something I've been needing to send in the Discord is we're going to need to be really strict because I've been kind of lackadaisical on how the send ups and send downs. We need to have like a cutoff date, like by the Sunday of the prior week. We need to know like what the definitive rosters will be for the up and down, for the majors and the minors, apart from like injuries happening and stuff. So like we don't have the accidental like someone plays for the majors and the minors within the same week. But yeah, the managers have the power to send up, send down, bring up, set rosters, set pitching staffs, all that jazz. And yes, we pre-record the minors and we post them to our YouTube channel, and they go live on Fridays around lunchtime usually. This one is into center field, but an easy play for Prentice. So we've had kind of a whole lot of nothing apart from that first inning after that error bringing home all 5 runs so far. Phi Sack with a lot on his conscience for the Angels. Really the difference maker so far in this one. Here he is, a chance to redeem himself. Gets to turn that double play nicely and sends us to the top of the 8th inning. 6, 7, 8 do it for the Angels here in the top of the 8th. Looking for anything offensively. Chattington on fire. I think all pitching staff, all starting, well, and that's a home run. I think all home starting pitching has managed to get to on fire, but I think almost all of them have lost it within the next batter. Badell goes yard to put the Angels on the board, makes it a 5-1 ball game. Yes, the manager set the and there's an error by Chattington. That may be it for him. Let's see if the Angels can take advantage of the error. In comes Brock Hansen. And he will turn 2. So yeah, managers set the starting lineup and the starting they set a starting rotation, and then they have who they have in the bullpen, and it's just up to and who's on like the bench, and it's just up to the AI, whatever the AI does to pull players from the predetermined player bench and the bullpen who comes in for relief and whatnot after that. I mean, we sometimes can see a pattern in what the AI does, but it's not 100%. One on, 2 out here. Yeah, 1-on-2 out here for Elmenreich. A hard ground ball to Jack Oon, and he gets it a first in time for out number 3 to send us to the bottom of the 8th inning. 8-9-1 do it for the Overdrafts. Mookie Astaire 0 for 1 and hit by a pitch. First pitch swing and fouls that one into the stands. That'll be a walk to Astaire. That may be it for Vel.
Now pitching, number 18.
In comes Lisa Louisville. Facing off against a locked-in Nico Baca. Grounded to second. McGavin gets it to Stairs in time, but doesn't get the Dragon special. But Baca did get hurt there. Pulled her hammy, it looks like, running to first. Impressive that she was still able to break up the Dragon special. Here's Grover Bluffett back to the top of the order here. 5th time around the lineup for the Overdrafts. 3-1 count from Louisville. That one's fouled back. Full count. Tough out activated for Bluffett. Swing and a miss. Bluffett gets rung up. The 8th strikeout of the night for Angels pitching staff. This one's hit down into center field. Runner's going to go for third. The throw from Prentice is going to be cut off by McGavin. The Overdress will have runners at the corners now for Sunny Glasses. Tense, but got that RBI woman activated. See if she can come through here second time around with that activated. Gets ahead in the count 2-0 from Louisville. Swings that one, grounds to the third. Uno Dia up with it. The throw in time for round number 3. And that sends us to the top of the 9th. Angels need 4 to try and tie things up here. 2, 3, and 4 do up for them here. Emily Prentice to lead things off. In comes Katarina Ducato for defensive relief. Brock Hansen on the mound, 2-1 the count. And that's going to be a walk from Brock. Dexteris is aboard. I'm sorry, Dexteris up now. Prentice aboard. 0 for 3 is Ruby Green. She is tense, and this one is foul. 1-1 the count to her. Hard hit ball, but right to Bluffett, and he's going to turn 2, 4, 6, 3, and the Angels are down to their final out, and it's Uno Dia, the last hope for them. Yeah, if it wasn't for the mistake, the Angels may be winning this game right now, honestly. This one's up the middle. Jack Oon stops it. The throw in time for out number 3, and the Overdrafts take the win 5-1. And that does it for spring training. The Overdrafts get the last win of the session 5-1 here over the Angels. Both teams committing errors, but the Overdrafts able to make more off their opportunities. Only 3 hits from the Angels, 2 of them being from the veteran Murph Kelly, 1 from Roger Bedell that went over the fence. 7 hits for the Overdrafts. Bluffett, Doodle, Larson, Jack Oon, the only one getting multiple hits, then Brotani and Vodka. No one getting a home run for the Overdrafts. Contagious Moth getting the loss despite giving up no earned runs. All the runs coming from the error from Phi Sack. 5 hits, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 4 of the third. Yeah, that's why the Overdraft traded so much to get Bo Jack Oon. Jack Oon is just an absolutely huge player. Kristen Vell with a nice outing in relief. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, a hit through 2 and 2/3. Louisville with a fairly clean sheet in 1 inning. Chattington with a great outing. Gets the win, 1 earned through 7. 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hits, and did give up that home run to Bedell. Henson in relief, 2 innings pitched, a hit and a walk. So with 16 strikeouts in this game, we ended up with 69 strikeouts tonight. Nice. The game knows, man. The game knows. Your MVP, none other than Chad Chattington, followed by Bo Jacoon and Swohei Brotani. Well, thank you all for tuning in to day 3 of spring training. I think the... let's double check the doohickey off-season schedule. So S8 secondary and pitch points will come available on Sunday, and I think Fizek said you can go ahead and put those in, and we'll take care of those when the time comes for lineups to go live for opening week starting on Monday. Monday, the commissioner, Jay Watt, will be on the call, and I believe I will be joining him as the color commentator. And that stream will go live at 5 o'clock Central Time as it stands right now. Well, thank you all for tuning in, making it a successful spring training. And I'll look forward to seeing y'all on Monday. Have a good night, everyone. See y'all next time.